Hi, Kyle here, and providing you a short video on the upcoming MBCT-S program that we're offering in January 2021 moving forward. MBCT-S. Now, if you've watched the other video on MBCT, you'll understand what that is. It's working on meditation techniques, mindfulness meditation techniques to train people to be able to take their thoughts, take their awareness and focus on something. And as you focus on those things, we do different meditations on breath, different meditations on sensations, different meditations on thoughts, primarily thoughts, emotions, and body sensations. And as we do these different meditations and keep this focused awareness on these different things we're meditating on, what a person does is they begin to wire themselves. It's an exercise. Mindfulness meditation and different types of meditation are actually an exercise. It's an exercise for the mind. And when you can learn to do this through repeated exercises, you train yourself to be able to have that focused awareness on something for when you need it. Like, for example, when you go on vacation and you don't want to take 2 or 3 days to unwind. You want to unwind like that and be present. When you're with your kids, you don't want to be thinking about work. When you're falling asleep at night and you don't want to be thinking about stressors. What meditation does is it trains someone. It's an exercise. It's an active process. That's why I say MBCT is a boot camp for the mind, because it's difficult. It's 8 weeks of learning how to train your mind to focus on different types of meditations. And as you're doing those exercises, you are training yourself to be able to keep that focused awareness on something that you can then transfer into other areas of your life because you've done the exercises. No different than someone exercising legs and then they go for a hike and their legs perform better. The different element for the MBCT-S is we've had feedback consistently that talks about if we could make it with more of a spiritual flavor, people would enjoy the meditations even more. Because sometimes the meditations are really challenging and people struggle with keeping that focus just on the breath, or keeping that focus just on a sensation, or keeping that focus on watching thoughts and letting them de-energize. People know that it's working. They see the changes. They report the changes. But sometimes the meditations, it's like an exercise that's just a little bit boring. It's like doing the same squats all the time. You know it works, but it'd be nice to have more fun. Sometimes playing a sport is more fun than going to the gym. And so what we're trying to do with MBCT-S is make it a little more fun, make it a little more practical to life, in a sense of a spiritual aspect. So for people that resonate with some flavor of spirituality, whatever it is for you, and I use that term spirituality very openly. If someone has a certain religion, if you're a Christian, if you're a Catholic, if you're a Buddhist, if you study Vedic knowledge, if you study the Kabbalah, doesn't matter. If you want to incorporate a spiritual twist into your meditations, this is the course for you. And what we'll do is we'll allow you in your own way to bring that in. Okay, this won't be a dogmatic approach where there's one way to look at this. And then you can actually deepen your meditation practice within your own faith or spiritual flavor or New Age philosophy, whatever it is for you. So I hope that you consider taking the course. Consider that this is primarily the MBCT protocol. It has the same amount of meditations. It has the same format each week. It's still 8 weeks long. The difference will be some of the meditations, not all, some of the meditations and the spiritual flavors put into there so that people can understand that they're actually interacting with the field of consciousness. They're interacting with this energy behind the scenes, this universal energy that's everywhere, this matrix of the cosmos called consciousness. People are going to learn how to tap into that matrix a bit more in their own way, which from my understanding of how consciousness works, really allows people to deepen that experience of understanding the metaphysical mixed with the physical. And as I often like to say, everything physical was made from metaphysical. Everything physical on Earth was made from something metaphysical. For example, photons from the sun. The sun shoots photons to the Earth absorbs that and grows things, and we consume it, and that is what we are. We consume the physical, which is made from metaphysical. So when people can start to understand that there is this connection between physical and metaphysical, they can start making these connections within their meditations. And when someone's making these connections with the metaphysical energies, whatever that looks like for you, whether you believe in a God, an essence, a creator, angels, guides, higher self, any of those things, ascended masters, universal energy, universal consciousness, the power of Gaia or Mother Earth, animals, all of those things you can tap into however you look at it. Okay? So this could be a really fun course for people that already have a spiritual resonance in some way, but they want to expand that. So we're going to take this scientific MBCT that has this mindfulness meditation component that trains a person's mind to focus on things so that you can, through those exercises of focusing, you train your thoughts, your emotions, and your body sensations to be more under your own control and awareness. And now we're going to take those principles from MBCT that are proven scientifically to work on so many things. You can look on the website to see how many things MBCT works on. Go to the resource tab or the research tab. Depression, anxiety, all of these things. Almost anything that is stress induced for disease, which is estimated to be 60 to 90% of all diseases are rooted in stress. Those can be reduced if we don't focus on stress. And with the spiritual component, now you can take those meditations, which train your mind to not focus on stressful things throughout the day, and you can put more of an energetic spiritual twist in there that pulls you a little more into wanting to do these exercises because you're interacting with this field of consciousness, which, I mean, it's fun. It gets really fun. So please join us in January 2021 for our first MBCT-S course. And if you have any questions, please follow the links and send us an email and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. And please watch some of the other videos on the website, on the YouTube channel, and see you in 2021. Happy holidays. Wishing you wellness.